realize that, you know, everybody's saying you're trading one slave master, one colonial master for another master. And I don't know why is it that when I as Jamaican stand up next to American, you know, USA may I talk about, you know, like one of the 53 states, we would be the 53, you know, and may I wonder why is it that anyone feel that we would be swallowed up, you see me, instead of we just stand out. I mean, Jamaica would be a republic in the United States of America. What? And I don't see us being...
Let's ask you something, Dr. Jamaica.
Dennis Chung, you used to work at KFC? I'm asking Dennis Chung if he used to work at KFC. See it here.
Remember me always tell you how tribal my politics is. You see that Dennis Chung saga, yeah? It show me again and confirm again how tribal Jamaican politics is.
I'm going to play something funny tonight. I have to play Jamaica. I have to play it. Look there.
Never had been seeing this yet. I dare here before my maiden take and we never see it yet. So anybody see them lie, how we never see it yet.
Mr. George Moody has been charged. More to come, Jamaica. Stay tuned. Where is Nationwide News Network? How them now run with this?
Ball out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Andre, you lose again, man. You see, nothing now go on for you. You see everything you try to do, you get a beating in it. You see I try to send the labor right them go out there for go protest with the PNP for cause of war and affliction in Jamaica. You see, saying like Jamaican people.
And brother, you is not the first prime minister we out here as the citizens or the people talk bad about, bro. But you're the first one ever embarrassed we in certain way. And we don't need you no more, bro. You got to go. You could have sent for me 100 million times. Me no need you. You have to go.
Now welcome back to another Exclusive for Life. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review. Now I just want to say I prefer to goes out to you, my viewers and my subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Exclusive for a topic. And as usual, before we get inside the saga and the mix up and the bagger we tumble down upon the Prime Minister, I'm asking you, if you one of them persons that haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, this is your opportunity. Hit the subscription button, press the like button on the video, and also share this video to a friend. Share the joy, you understand, because I'll be a drama in this one. But there are one particular topic that I think you should pay keen attention to. Is the one where the Prime Minister or the government of Jamaica, they have been quiet about it, but them are try screech it in Jamaica becoming a republic without the public knowledge, without us having a chance to vote. Now I want to take a listen to what this young lady says, because that lady she ever acknowledge. I want to check out her TikTok page because she ever open up the eyes of the people them, and me have to bigger her up one real something on that channel name or TikTok name. I soon find out phone and tell you now. Also I have the Merrick. I explain that even though him and Dennis Chung a friend, him can't understand why so many Jamaicans, not even labor right, you know, Jamaicans are so hypocritical. And the thing about it, them wicked to themselves, because them know that they know what number 28 doing by appointing Dennis Chung is only to clear him from this investigation that is under by the Integrity Commissioner, which need to be certified by the FID. Now with number 28, him just brawling it for him thing, you know. But also have the KLL of Ricky Trooper daughter get 55 years behind bars. Papa Jesus. And him know what? 30 odd now. That mean by the time him come out him a what? Him nah gonna make it out. Why sometimes some people make some decision, you know, and think say they are gonna get to it, you know. Me know say him have to go live with that for the rest of him life. All in time him a prison, him whole and grey. Him still a gonna be haunted with that. And then after him pass, him still a gonna be haunted with it. So some people need to be careful in time when I make decision. However, whole heap of things coming up in this one, so me not even gonna elaborate much more on it. May I just make the video do the talking for me. Now, here we have Andre Stevens explaining to us that this year Mr. Dennis Chung here is not all what he seems to be.
Look there. Look what happened. Look what happened. And when you hear this tonight, Jamaica, it's not me talking to people who know him. Courtney has soon send it to you. Listen to this, Jamaica.
Ask Dennis Chung why him get dismissed from KFC. I used to work at KFC head office. And Dennis Chung come to the company, I think, for head of security. And him fraud. When KFC used to have the scratch and win, fraud on a TV, and him catch him and fire him. Ask him if he used to work at KFC and why Mark Myers dismiss him.
While addressing a PNP forum in St. James on Wednesday, Mr. Golding praised non-government groups who voiced their concerns about Mr. Chung's appointment as head of the FID. At the same time, he criticized members of the private sector who have spoken out in defense of Mr. Chung.
So this is a totally untenable situation, and I'm very happy that various non-government and non-political organizations have come forward and said this is untenable, this doesn't look right, it should not stand. And I'm very disappointed that there are some leaders in the private sector who seem to think there's nothing wrong with what has taken place. I suggest that they reconsider the matter and look at the facts, because it is absolutely clear and blatant that this appointment is totally inappropriate, untenable, and should not stand.
But PSOJ President Metry Seaga maintains that Mr. Chung is an upstanding citizen fit for the job.
No, I have not changed my position. I still maintain that Mr. Chung is a decent, law-abiding citizen of Jamaica, and his comments regarding the Prime Minister's bank accounts, I don't see why that would in and of itself exclude him from serving in the position. I think Mr. Chung has been someone that has given his time and his effort to Jamaica and to serving on many boards in both administrations.
Mr. Golding insists that Mr. Chung is biased and unqualified for the post. Mr. Seaga says it is up to the Office of Services Commission to confirm whether or not changes to the qualifications for the role were made.
If one looks at the comment, they will see that he said that what was important is not the number of accounts, but the substance of what goes through the accounts, which I agree with him wholeheartedly. So, again, no, I do not change my position. I think that Mr. Chung's ability to do the job remains, and if given an opportunity, I think he'll do a good job. Whether or not the rules were changed is a different matter, and that's something that the Services Commission can speak to. But once he applied for the job and all was well, then I support him. Job descriptions for MPs is a small move in the right direction. We are happy that KPIs are being set, and we at the PSOJ are working hard with the government to make sure that these are set and that there can be some measurement of the work that's being done.
Squash hit with new more serious. Federal charges Miami case dropped. Dancehall artist Squash, whose real name is Andre Maurice Whitaker, is now facing federal prosecution in the United States following the closure of his local criminal case in Miami-Dade County. Judge Ariel Rodriguez agreed to a motion from prosecutors to close the existing case, which originally charged Squash with possession of a modified firearm and carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. However, this closure did not mark a legal victory for the entertainer. As reported by Nationwide, during what was meant to be an arraignment hearing, Federal prosecutors stepped in and announced their intention to take over the case, introducing 2 new and more serious charges. 1 count of being an alien in possession of a firearm or ammunition, and another for unlawful possession of a machine gun. The court proceedings took place this week. If convicted, Squash could face not only prison time, but also a high probability of deportation. His next court date has not yet been announced. Squash was arrested in Florida in late February and had pleaded not guilty to the original charges in March. With the federal government now involved, the stakes have significantly increased for the SICIC's boss. Despite his legal troubles, Squash has continued to make moves musically. On May 16th, he released his debut EP titled Hate Being Famous, which quickly gained traction. 3 songs from the project climbed into the top 10 on YouTube's local Jamaica trending chart for music. Ricky Trooper's daughter's killer. Handed 55-year sentence, reports. Derek Francis, the man convicted of murdering Breonna Destiny McCoy, daughter of popular Jamaican sound system selector Ricky Trooper, has been sentenced to 55 years in prison, per reports. The sentencing was handed down in Bridgeport, Connecticut, nearly 2 years after Breonna was found lifeless on April 6, 2023. Francis, now 43, was found guilty in April 2025 of fatally shooting McCoy, who was just 23 years old at the time. According to court reports, the fatal argument occurred after Francis returned with their 18-month-old son to a condo on Vincelette Street. During the altercation, Francis shot McCoy 4 times in a bedroom using a 9mm semi-automatic pistol. Their toddler was in a playpen only a few feet away during the killing. As the sentence was read, over a dozen family members and friends of Breonna filled the courtroom. Many expressed gratitude to the 3-judge panel for delivering justice, while others shouted at Francis as he was taken into custody. Breonna's mother, Camille Hemmings, gave a powerful victim impact statement, pleading for the maximum sentence. "How could someone be so heartless to the mother of their child?" she asked, visibly emotional. Breonna was a beautiful person, inside and out, with dreams and aspirations that will never be realized. Francis was sentenced to 55 years, just 5 years short of the maximum possible penalty of 60 years. As of now, Ricky Trooper has not publicly commented on the sentencing of his daughter's killer. Man on bail charged over seizure of 14 guns and 57 rounds of ammunition in St. Andrew. The police have charged 38-year-old Lamar Douglas, otherwise called Joe, of Patrick City, St. Andrew, in relation to last Wednesday's seizure of 14 firearms and 57 rounds of ammunition. Douglas was today charged with 19 counts of possession of prohibited weapon, dealing in prohibited weapon, trafficking prohibited weapon, stockpiling prohibited weapon, conspiracy to traffic prohibited weapon, conspiracy to deal in prohibited weapon, and conspiracy to stockpile prohibited weapon. The seizure was made during an operation on D-Side Avenue on Wednesday, May 28th. Reports are that personnel assigned to the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division were on operation when 14 firearms, 12 magazines, and 57 rounds of ammunition were found. Douglas, who was out on bail in relation to another case, was arrested following the seizure. The police say they are seeking another suspect who evaded cops during the operation. Ex-NEPA director challenges IC findings against her in Barnett's construction breach probe, NWC's boss Mark Barnett and his wife Annette's apartment complex at 11 Charlemont Drive in Hope Pastures, St. Andrew. The former head of enforcement at the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, is pushing for the Supreme Court to strike out an Integrity Commission, IC, finding that gross dereliction on her part facilitated alleged construction breaches. Integrity Commission for immediate release. June 3, 2025. Statement from the Integrity Commission regarding the judgment delivered in the case of Morjorn Wallach Fostav Integrity Commission. On June 2, 2025, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the Integrity Commission in the matter of Morjor Wallach Verther Integrity Commission, refusing all relief sought by the claimant, Ms. Morjorn Wallach regarding the Integrity Commission's investigation into alleged irregularities surrounding the approval of a residential development at 11 Charlemont Drive, Kingston, 6. Ms. Wallach, former director of the Legal and Enforcement Division at the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, sought judicial review of the Integrity Commission's decisions regarding her role in the approval process surrounding construction of the residential development. Ms. Wallach sought several orders in her judicial review claim, including removal of the findings of the Integrity Commission and her formal exoneration, all of which were refused. The court ruled that the investigation process was fair and did not breach the rules of natural justice. The Commission's conduct of the investigation was not unreasonable, irrational, or procedurally improper. The adverse findings made against Ms. Wallach in the report were not unreasonable or irrational, and the Commission did not exceed its lawful authority under the Integrity Commission Act.
Breaking news, Jamaica. Former councillor for the Ensom City Division and the councillor who ran under the Jamaica Labour Party ticket for the Angels Division has just been charged. Jamaica, it was just brought to my attention that the principal, Mr. Moody, who principal a school at the Grateful Hill Primary in Kerencia Morrison's constituency, has just been charged. Not sure if it's physical or sexual, but apparently a 10-year-old little boy made complaints to the police in Glengough, and he has been charged. He's supposed to appear at the Linstead Court on June 18th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Breaking news, Jamaica. He currently resides in Babsy Grange's constituency in the Eltham Acres, Spanish Town area. Former councillor for the Eltham City Division and councillor ran under the Jamaica Labour Party ticket for the Angels Division, Mr. George Moody, has been charged. More to come, Jamaica. Stay tuned. Where is Nationwide News Network? How them now run with this?
Andre, you lose again, man. You see, nothing now go on for you. You see everything you try to do, you get a beating in it. You see I try to send the Labour right them go out there figure. Protest with the PNP for cause of war and affliction in Jamaica. You see, saying like Jamaican people, but the people them wise up, the people them not fool no more. The people them now make you use them and carry them go put them in a dispute for cause problem in Jamaica. And you know, you never give the Labour right them no money and no food and no drink, so them now go out there. Cause that's how the Labour right them work. Them have to get them belly full and get money for go do things where you send them out for go do. You know, see from last night when you I tell the people them to go protest. The people them not pay no mind. The people them not even look at you. You not get no forward. The people them done with you now, man. Just go resign now and step down, cause your name not for the ballot paper, you know. And go sit down and wait for your turn. Come for go behind bars. Cause you surely are go behind bars, you know. Jamaica no want to see you no more. We're done with you, Andrew. Leave politics alone and go.
Tell you the honest truth, if you don't understand where I come from, we not look no fame. You see me, we not look no shame, because Andrew unless we shame anybody. What me mean saying we shame anybody, and we shame anybody because we send the police them for him gunman and them, and we send them for you. And we sending gunman them for you, which is the police, and we send them for you, just like how everybody in the comment section are comment about, oh mine he send for you, oh are you next? All them something that them out tell me I'm me next and all them thing that are the example where you set out as Mr. Andrew Wallace, and that's not right. And you are the first prime minister I ever see send police to people under them bed and all them way there and for in them house to come apologize to you. And brother, you is not the first prime minister we out here as the citizens or the peoples talk bad about, bro, but you are the first one ever embarrassed we in certain way, and we don't need you no more, bro. You got to go. You could have sent for me 100 million times, I don't need you. You have to go.
Takes people say Maverick. Oh, me not hear you say nothing about the Dennis Chung saga. And because you have Dennis Chung a friend from when a footballer. And me I said, no, you don't know that, you know. Me I look on the shenanigans from a distance. And me have to shame my head, you know. You remember me always tell you how tribal my politics is? You see that Dennis Chung saga, yeah? It show me again and confirm again how tribal Jamaican politics is. Remember now, you know, the FID is the body that the investigation into the Prime Minister's accusations of illicit enrichment by the Integrity Commission. The FID is the body to which the investigations have been referred, you know. That remember the investigations don't done, you know. The Integrity Commission said we are hand over the investigations and the case to the FID for further probing. No. I don't know if nobody are going to deny. Say Dennis Chung and the Prime Minister. How am I put it? Well, see them there. We'll have to put it nowhere. And anybody who listen to Mr. Chung as a public commentator, if you have an ounce of objectivity about you, if you have an ounce of balance in your mind, if you respect your country more than you respect your party, then good God Almighty, man. With all of the shenanigans with the Integrity Commission and the Prime Minister, and the investigations have been referred to the FID, and see Mr. Chung and the Prime Minister there. That is the man we are going to head the body now. We are going to complete the investigation into the Prime Minister's financial affairs. And people say something about that. And a politics and bad mind. Add to it now the thing about the qualification of Mr. Chung. Me don't have never heard about anything like this before. An ad was put out in the newspaper for the post that Mr. Chung eventually get. But in the qualification requirements is a part of it about experience in law and part of it about experience in law enforcement. The powers that be, them cut out that out of the requirement, obviously, so that Mr. Chung can get the job. And when well-thinking Jamaicans, including the opposition, you know, because the opposition are going to jump on it, you know, people. Them are politicians, what you expect them to say. But well-thinking, objective Jamaicans now, and look on that man, say, hold on, man, but that don't look right, man. Mr. Chung in a public pronouncements already prejudice imposition and the Integrity Commission as it relates to the Prime Minister. That can't look good, people. And no politics Maverick attack. The Maverick is a politician. The Maverick is a Jamaican we are looking at. The FID is the body. We are going to complete the investigation into the affairs, the financial affairs of the Prime Minister, as was being investigated by the Integrity Commission. Remember the history of this thing and the chronicle of this thing, you know, people. And then now, a good friend of the Prime Minister can get the job. We are going to complete the investigation process into the Prime Minister. And Jamaicans, forget about labor right, forget about your party, forget about your tribe. But Jamaicans are going to look at me with a straight face and say nothing no wrong with that. Papa Jesus Christ. I know me see why people run left Jamaica and go far and go live. I know. Then this is not common sense. This is not politics. But a silly season. Silly season, you know. I'm telling you, sir, when it comes to the political silly season, people have no sense. Bright people turn dunce. Sensible people turn idiot. No wonder how someone do it with a clear conscience. Because me don't feel, I know them don't know, you know. I see them don't see something wrong, you know. You listen to someone in the media talk about this something and I say, Jesus Christ. I don't know them, don't know, you know, people. I don't see them, don't see it. But the legendary Wilmot Mutty Perkins always use a term when we used to list him as a youth, you know. He always say, them head are their snouts.
Bottom line. Why did Elon Musk quit working with the government? He said, even if you give me $10 trillion, I'd walk away right now. 3 reasons. And after hearing them, you might actually respect his move. First, he couldn't stand how slow things were. He said, the government moves like an old turtle walking on the beach. He joined the Energy Advisory Board, but the meetings went in circles, and nothing ever got done. Musk is the kind of guy who acts fast. He thinks today and does it tomorrow. To him, sitting there even one more minute felt like wasting his life. Second, he saw how dark politics really is. He realized most people weren't solving problems at all. They were fighting for power, playing games, making deals. Some smiled and backed clean energy. But behind the scenes, they were still getting paid by oil companies. Some nodded politely, then stabbed their rivals the minute they turned around. Musk said, "I'm not here to play power games. I came to change the world, not to get dragged down by politics." Third, he was scared of losing who he was. He said, "Stay in that world too long and you start giving in. You go quiet. Then one day you forget who you are." Musk would rather build rockets and work on brain tech than wear a suit and play along. "If I turn into one of them," he said, "then even $300 billion means nothing." Bottom line, Musk has money, fame, and power, but he still chose to walk away. He didn't want the system to change him. Do you respect his choice to go his own way? Type "be yourself" in the comments. Let's talk about it.
All right, my Jamaican people, this I want to serious. So sit down. If you stand up, sit down. If you lay down, get up. If you walk, stop. This is serious. Okay, that one is serious. Governmental try to change the whole system. Them said them are gonna move from underneath the Queen/King and make we a republic. It sound nice, right? But me I gotta tell you what them not tell the mechanic, the vendor, the youth in a school, or the granny on the hill. Me I gotta break it down so even an 8-year-old can understand this. So what we have right now as Jamaicans, according to them, we get fake independence in 1962, but the king is still the head of Jamaica. So even though him live in our palace, we are in England, he's still above we law. And we still have to bow to a foreign crown. Madness. So what are they planning? So them decide, so them want to change all of that, right? And make sure Jamaica have its own president. As the head of state, no more king, no more governor general. We would have a Jamaican president up top. This sounds good, but I want you to keep on listening. So here's the part them not talk loud enough about. How the president is going to be picked. We the people of Jamaica cannot vote for the president. No. The prime minister, the current prime minister, Andrew Holness, want the power to pick who run the country. And if the opposition do not agree, him still can run the vote in a parliament. That mean him not gonna need them. And then pick who him want. So you would be switching from a foreign king to a local puppet. So the question you must ask is this: where the referendum there? According to Andrew Holness, he said no referendum the same time as election. Are you listening? You hear that? So them plan for change Jamaica big. But don't plan for ask the people one time. So it leave you for ask if Andrew delay the election so him can push this through first. Is he waiting to put in new law, new constitution, and then call the election? Because if him do that, by the time the people wake up, the whole place rewrite already. What about the people them with clean hotel? The man who sell cane pan the road. Them don't know what a go on right now in the country. Because there's no education campaign on this. No town hall meetings for communities to be educated. Not even a liquor flyer. We are talking about changing the constitution. And nobody can explain it plain. Them want you to figure vote. But them not telling you what the vote mean. Them really want silence. So the people cannot rise up and ask questions. So me have to ask this. How you have to change the system and still have to ask Parliament who to run Jamaica? You can't call this freedom. Because poor people no benefit. You can't say Jamaica a republic when Babylon still around the courtroom from England. If we are drop the crown, drop it fully, not halfway. And definitely not secret. So let me go to some real talk. We can't go from one master to another master. No, not a master where one smutty get more power and poor people get more pressure. Tell the people the truth. Tell tell the people the plan and make we decide. So, listen out, because you're going to hear them say Jamaica turning republic. Them very, very quiet about it. You need to ask them, who will pick the president? And the most important thing, ask them when the Jamaican people are going to vote for this new president and the republic and the new constitution. Ask yourself, why them so quiet about it pan news? Them say, and in the year 2025 to 2026, this republic supposed to happen. So me want to know if you think. Me want to know wake up, because the constitution is the rule book for our life in a Jamaica. And if us Jamaican brothers and sisters don't write it, somebody else are gonna write it for we. Alright, me Jamaican people. This I want to serious. So
there is.
Okay, go ahead.
Sooner or later,
Go ahead.
people are going to
Hold on. I am Kavir. Let him respond. Go ahead, Jamaica. I want to hear this.
All right, so we realize that, you know, everybody's saying you're trading one slave master, one colonial master for another master. And I don't know why is it that when I, as Jamaican, stand up next to American, you know, USA may I talk about, you know, like one of the 53 states, we would be the 53, you know, and may I wonder, why is it that anyone feel that we would be swallowed up? You see me? Instead of we just stand out. I mean, Jamaica would be a republic in the United States of America. And I don't see us...
Let me ask you something, Dr. Jamaica. What would it benefit the United States? Because you know Puerto Rico, you know Jamaica, you know United States own Puerto Rico and refuse to make it a state. And they've owned this for a very long time, but Puerto Rico is not a state. That's another Caribbean territory. What's the benefit of them making Jamaica a state?
Yeah, look like Puerto Rico don't know how to move to that level of becoming a state.
No. What would it benefit them? Because the same way England captured Jamaica is the same way they captured Puerto Rico. So what would benefit them?
How would it benefit America?
Yes, to make Jamaica a state.
Yeah, man. America is a place where really do well with military bases, and we have a place named Goat Island. And there's some people trying to take Goat Island, and I don't speak Chinese. So I would like America to take Goat Island and make it into a military base.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. So I see, so let me help you with your mindset, Dr. Jamaica, because your name said Dr. Jamaica, but this is the problem with your mindset. Although you said your name is Dr. Jamaica, your mindset is not Jamaica. You see, you are being trained to run. As a black person that was enslaved, you have been trained to run. Since slavery, we've been running from plantations, escaping colonizers, and fleeing from hunger, war, and racism. So we associate movement with freedom. Leave Jamaica for England. Leave England for better life in America. Leave America for Canada. But no one told us you can't outrun a system that lives inside of your mind. So we keep swapping slave masters instead of burning the plantation and rebuilding our own village. You see, because the empire keep making itself look like salvation, Britain built a lie of civilized life, NHS order. America built a lie of opportunity, innovation, and wealth. But neither system was built with us in mind. They built on our backs, with our stolen labor, through our erasure, to keep us circulating within the system, not rising beyond it. We don't migrate to freedom if the system still sees you as a nuisance, tool, or product. Because we mistake comfort for liberation. Let's be real. The UK gives you a council that flat, NHS card, pound sterling. The US gives you a credit card, car loan, and a big TV. And many people say, at least me living better than yard. But ask yourself, are you really free? Do you control the land? Do you shape the education? Can you speak without fear? Do you feel seen, safe, and whole? Or are you just surviving in a nicer cage? Because we were trained to trust the colonizers over ourselves. We call it mental slavery, post-traumatic colonialism, and generational fear. We were taught black governments can't run things, Africa bush, Jamaica too corrupt, British system better, America more advanced. So we choose the colonizer's house the colonizer's passport and the colonizer's approval, because deep down we were programmed to believe freedom means becoming more like them. That's why so many of us leave, and that's why you want us to choose this new colonizer, because of your mindset. You were taught to believe that freedom house better than ours. But Mr. Jamaica, do you know that Jamaica can, just like Burkina Faso, run its own? You've been taught that black people can't do nothing and can't take care of their own nation. That's the lie the West have told everyone.
Peace and blessings, sis.
Greetings, Yahweh.
Love to the real. Like the show, you know, from the other day I've been like, you know, scrolling by and I've seen your profile and, you know, and the For You page and stuff, and you're talking some real stuff. You know what I mean? 100. Because what Dr. Jamaica don't understand, he's talking about, as you said, switching one slave master for the other. Now I would ask him, America have 52 states. How many entities own those 52 states? And do we know that we are already under those entities, which are called corporations, that run these states? Because what he does not understand, he does not even understand the word United States, meaning they are single entities coming together to form the whole USA, which we are talking about. So slavery not done, people. You understand? It just systematically seems like it's not slavery, but it is slavery. So even when you take up your passport, go on a plane, say you leave in Jamaica to go somewhere else, go work, it's the same thing as when the ships used to come in, as we say. Alright, John Brown, you know, 1, 2 slave figure go up on the cotton field. Alright, my treaty say me can keep 500. Alright, I sign over them to the deal. And them ship across the waters to a different farm, to a different slave master, and under a different entity, and so on and so forth. Now, we as Jamaican, as sister, we need to change our mindsets and stop acting as if our country is not a beautiful place and a place where we can sit and vibrate at a higher resonance. You get what I'm saying? People around this world are analyzing. When I say analyzing, I mean literally, but them want come here some more than anything else. People talk like we, be like us, and we kill ourselves to leave our beautiful country, go somewhere else. Also, the 14 parishes that we have in Jamaica are also under that entity. And that is why even the treaty that the so-called Maroons signed, that is why they are free and sovereign from the state of Jamaica. So we need to predate a lot of these things that we were taught and go deeper into this history that we were taught, because this history that we were taught, it was just made for us. You ever see a horse on a track and a rider on him back? Him have two something we call bridle. Him can't look left and him can't look right. Him have to just go exactly where the rider tell him to go. And that is the routine that we have been set on as a people. Our ancestors were children, taught these things, and because they were taught these things, we now become automatic programmers of ourselves, because throughout the generation we keep teaching the next children the same thing, the next children the same thing, and the next children the same thing, not knowing that we're automatically putting back ourselves into slavery over and over again. So sis is right. It's time for us to change our mindset. Get up and stand up, like the Bob said. Get up, fight for your right. I tell myself and I tell everybody all the time, there's one prime minister Jamaica ever have. One, single one. And that man taught us to do what? Eat where we grow where we eat. Self-reliance. And what we did, we turned our backs on him. For what? Grain and rice and some peas. Now we're back is against the wall, you know, people. Because even the news we are watch, enough of we don't know we pre-recorded. You get to me, I say? Everything out there right now is a matrix that we're in. Is a thing that is built for you to see and think that it is real. Come out of these things and recognize and realize what's going on.
Rasta, what I'm saying, Farah, is that we can put it to a vote, and I think that that would be a good discussion to have, you know, as a national discussion, what we're going to do. I think that we should consider all options, and if we can, we put it to a vote. And I believe that there are more people who think like me than who don't think like me when it comes to should we join the United States of America.
Enslaved. Your mind is still, you will lose everything that's you. Okay, you think you don't have access to beaches now? Wait. Okay, you think you don't own land? Wait. What you're doing is literally getting on your knees and bowing and saying, I surrender everything, including me, my soul, and my future, and my children's future. You don't need to become a state, you need to become a powerhouse. Jamaica in itself, okay? I don't know how much you know about Garvey's and what Garvey plan was for Jamaica, but we have not enough resources and minerals and everything that we have enough land. We don't need to go begging and bowing, so we go begging and bowing to the colonial masters for them to do what? Because you want to be considered an American citizen. You think the black Americans are free? You think the black Americans are free? They're fighting. If they were free, they would not lock hand in hand 20,000 talking about George Floyd. Do you think they even got the George Floyd bill? The George Floyd bill, after the police put his foot on George Floyd's neck, is still sitting in the Senate's office and never got signed. Because black people don't have no rights there. You're not considered. You know what the American Constitution is made up of? So before you ask for Jamaica to give up its rights, go and research the country, its laws, its constitution, and what they stand for. Okay, because if you don't know, then what you're doing, you're bowing down to, because you're afraid to stand up and build your own country, your own nation. You're fearful of what the possibility of you in Jamaica standing up and taking back Jamaica and building Jamaica and claiming. You think if Jamaica was that bad, the Chinese and the Indian and the same European would be coming here, buying out everything and making a killing and mining everything out of here? Come on, let's think. If you really want to think and you really want the voice, let's look at it from all angles.
It's the tactics. Hold on, sir. I've been here. Well, that is the tactic they use. It's the outside influence. It's the outside influence dividing us, keeping us. They want us to come build up for them country. At time now, me I take up a stand. Me personally been studying what you're saying for a long time. You see, I am from the generation. They say our foreparents didn't tell us. Yeah, I'm from the generation where we say foreign we are gonna look money and forward back. And me able to do it now. We figure it out. The trick is, we make them design the green card system in America. Because we used to come up here and carry back whole heap of money and then stop with. They don't want we rich. They intentionally stop on us. Listen to me. America strong now because of legalized marijuana. Donald Trump run with everybody now because them legalized marijuana. If Uno did do it from in the 70s, Uno would have richer than Japan right now. Uno don't understand what Uno miss out upon. Uno can stand up and run them way. The reason why America run with everybody now is because of marijuana. Because of them consume the most in the world. So them are grow it themselves. So the money now go to the country no more. Listen, a serious thing are going on. You need to stand up now and get things in order. Right now, the people them, why me I telling you this and I talk like this? It's because me know say the man them spend millions of dollars for no get a lot. This the fastest man in the world. The most successful team in Jamaica will come out. Bob Marley and the Whalers and Usain Bolt 4x4 100. That team, those are the two most successful teams. Any other team then try to build them or design it. All of the football players, them a play for England, Raheem Sterling, them a play for different country. Them a build a World Cup we could have win. We not try same thing them a do. Me tired of it. Me now witness. So me know I design things anytime when me I do a world citizen. Anywhere we go, we want real citizenship. We don't want illegal. I trap them, with, and we them a thief with ideas, and we are genius, and we don't realize. Make them stop dealing with this. So put some respect for when the Prime Minister too coward. Oh, we don't have real citizen status worldwide. Oh, for we passport, no carry everywhere, and everybody want to come after we country. What them I do to we? Everybody, oh, for we passport can't carry everywhere. What them style we suffer? We want to connect to Africa directly. The people want to connect to we. Why we have to go through America? What we want to do? We want to stand up. Because they take away place. But I tell you what I do. Sooner or later, I'm telling you about them chicken. They have 100-year plan for you. You fool. Listen, and it a work a pass now. Let me tell you now how them a do. You know run left them long time, you know beat them up, you see, but then tired of that. Let me show you what them a do. Then create the problem. Look, you know see machine them what them find. You know so much of them. Try, you see machine them what them find. The weapon them what them find in the news. You know ship it back up here and see if it reach. Try and ship it back to America and see if it a gonna make it. It not gonna make it. And I feed them where I come from, they know what them a do. So, me a telling you about why me a talk to you so because I don't understand the outside influence where divide you know. And them create the pressure. Them say war, travel advisory, but them build Starbucks. Starbucks open. Travel advisory, but 5-10 story building a my community. Now when them build a building there, my people them not even realize it. Them price them out. Them price them out $300,000. Why you gonna buy a place, apartment for $300,000? No, them a trick with. So them a do the entire that we a beat them up with our number one. Nobody can beat Bob Marley, you know. The most important man in our face this side of Marcus Garvey, you know. We don't understand the importance. So then they want you know they must spend money for you to know. Then spend millions of dollars for you to be more gay friendly, and it was fake. It's not real. It's not real. Them can't even create themselves. So and people who don't want them done. And we see on society already. Jamaica is intelligent. Them now look for nobody and hunt them down. She bother them there and derrick them. I lie them and tell pan way. You want to cut it out. You know if in such a way to with the over. Listen, we know what we not do to way. We not program, we not law way. And people, me say the beneficiary is the main people them England, Canada, and America. And them a cause a problem. Because they need to know over there. I want to build up it. I want to build a nightlife. I want you to build a nightlife at Florida. Give them, Jamaicans go start club at 4 o'clock in Florida. You mean the club start at 4 o'clock in the morning? And them go, you don't ever know much thing. The economy, the way they do. Look on the stadium them now. Look on Buju, Cartel. Look what them a do. They know what them a do. They have the entire industry. The most popular sound in the world now is dancehall sound. And we not benefit. Because we want to be like them so much, we are sing pan trap. Look, we are sing pan trap music. We are then trick way. Listen, no time now for to stand up. I want to stand up because they must spend money for divide, you know. Then spend money. On the line up a Jamaican dollar them. When you get all of the Jamaican dollar and line them up together and see if and line them up in an order. And look, match them up with the gay flag and see. Because I was there, me remember, and me did that research. In 2018, I'm not coming for bash nobody. Me just show you how they spend money for getting whatever agenda they have. They spend a lot of money hidden. And it's say, sometimes they put it on the news softly. So they think, oh, joke this not gonna work a joke. But then do it. Because them do it. Look, line up the money together and line up the rainbow color and see what it look like. And look how all of us on it everywhere. Them market them lifestyle to we. When you case porn, you have to pay $15.99. It's free in Jamaica. From 96, the cable become prevalent. After that, you see, a pay. You don't know I'm to society now. Look how we know, all kind of freaky, this, that. When you look in a bar, they know what they do. And the next thing, the most important thing, what we need to understand, what them are chicken is, geographically, you guys are Americans. The entire area, the area named the Americas. So you guys cannot be in the Americas and not be Americans. A trick, you know. Yes, you're not Jamaicans, but you're not Americans also. This, which part, the place name? The Americas name. You know the history and know how they might use these terms and trick, you know, make you feel like, where you don't need for them thing more than, no. The Jamaican passport have power. I just too weak government now stand up. I mean, I tell you can't come with them about, go vote with them people, chicken, you know. Real change